You know that moment when you're just like a little bit lost,
Hmm.
maybe in a new place or wrestling with some tricky problem at work?
Oh, yeah. Or even just trying to grab something off a high shelf, that feeling.
Exactly, that feeling where you think, oh, I could really use a hand here. That's what we're diving into today. Basically, the art of asking for help.
Yeah, and the good news is we've got some really practical stuff to look at from our source materials, vocabulary, example dialogues.
Think of it as maybe a shortcut to feeling more confident when you need a bit of assistance, especially in English.
Right. We've got key phrases, how they sound in actual conversations, some tips, just to make it all feel a bit smoother.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty straightforward, but hopefully really useful to give you the English words and maybe a bit of the mindset. So asking for help feels less awkward.
Less like a hurdle, more like just a normal, effective way to sort things out.
Okay, let's get started then. How about we look at some of the most polite ways, the approachable ways to kick off that request?
Yeah, good starting point. Well, a real cornerstone phrase, something you can pretty much always rely on, is could you help me, please?
Simple, effective.
Totally. It's straightforward, makes your need clear, and adding please, that immediately sets a polite tone.
It really is the Swiss Army knife for this, isn't it? Just works in almost any situation. Okay, but what if you want to be a little gentler, a bit less direct, perhaps?
Ah, right. Then you might go for something like, would you mind helping me?
Would you mind?
Yeah, this phrasing is interesting because it frames it as a question about, well, their willingness, their potential inconvenience. It shows respect for their time.
So, like, would you mind helping me carry this bag?
Exactly that. Or would you mind helping me open this jar? It kind of gives them an easy way out if they genuinely can't help, though honestly, most people are happy to pitch in.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. It's like you're giving them an out, which maybe paradoxically makes them more likely to say yes.
Could be. Now, here's one that's not even a direct question. I'm not sure what to do.
Oh, yeah, I find myself using that sometimes,
Mhm.
especially when I need a bit of guidance, but, don't want to feel like I'm really imposing on someone
That's a really good point. Saying, I'm not sure what to do, it sort of subtly signals you're stuck.
without a direct ask.
Right. It almost invites the other person to offer advice or suggestions. Can be a very gentle way to open that door for assistance.
Okay, cool. So we've got a few different ways to get the ball rolling. Let's see how these might actually play out. We've got a little snippet of dialogue here.
Let's do it.
Picture this. Someone's traveling, right, at a train station, needs to get to Central Station, but they're feeling a bit lost about which train to actually hop on.
Super common scenario. Happens all the time. Needing a little guidance there is completely normal. So let's hear how the traveler starts the conversation. They begin with, excuse me, could you help me, please?
Notice that. Starts with, excuse me, polite way to get attention, then straight into that reliable, could you help me, please?
It's a really effective opener. Smooth, friendly.
Uh-huh. And then what do they say?
They clearly state the problem. I'm trying to get to Central Station, but I'm not sure which train to take.
And that I'm trying to get to.
Mm,
It's a great template, isn't it?
absolutely. You can just swap out Central Station for, well, almost anything. I'm trying to get to Platform 5.
Or I'm trying to get to the information desk.
Exactly. It just clearly states your goal.
So it's a straightforward way to explain what you need right now.
Hmm.
And in this example dialogue, the local person responds really helpfully. Says something like, oh, no problem, you need the blue line.
Just follow the signs. It's the second platform on the left. Nice and clear directions.
And how does a traveler reply to that helpfulness?
Simple, sincere gratitude. Thank you so much.
Perfect. And the local is closing.
You're welcome. Have a great trip. Just wraps it all up nicely. Positively.
It's just a small exchange, but it really shows how effective that polite request and clear explanation can be.
It really does. Those initial polite words just pave the way, don't they, for a good interaction.
Definitely. Okay, so moving beyond just, say, directions, what other really practical phrases should we keep in our mental toolkit? For different times, we might need a hand. Let's dive into some more fluency builders.
Right. A really useful one, especially if you're learning something or trying to follow instructions, is I don't understand. Can you explain it again?
Oh, that's essential. So
Yeah.
many situations, right? Classrooms, learning new software, maybe even just figuring out flat pack furniture instructions.
Ugh, don't mention furniture instructions. But yes, it's direct enough to show you need clarification, but still phrased politely.
Okay, and what if you need someone to actually, like, show you, not just tell you?
Good question. In that case, a great phrase is, can you show me how to do it?
Ah, yes. Perfect for when just hearing it isn't quite enough.
Exactly. You need to see the process. Think about learning, I don't know, a specific technique at work or how to use a certain feature on your phone.
Yeah, seeing is believing, or at least understanding. Now, sometimes you feel like you're, well, interrupting someone. They look busy. How do you politely start your request then?
Yeah, that can feel awkward. A really considerate way to begin is with, sorry to bother you, but
That little preface.
it acknowledges, you might be taking their time. It softens whatever request comes next, like, sorry to bother you, but can you help me find the restroom?
That little phrase, sorry to bother you, I think it really can make a difference in how people receive the request. Shows you're being mindful.
It really does. And of course, after someone has helped you out, gone out of their way, what's the absolute must do?
Gotta say thanks.
Absolutely. Express that appreciation. A genuine thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Goes such a long way.
It's not just polite in the moment, is it?
No, it leaves that positive feeling. It kind of reinforces helpful behavior in general, Makes the world a slightly nicer place.
Totally agree. It's that little bit of positive feedback makes interactions better for everyone. Okay, now, for anyone listening who wants to really get these phrases locked in, hear how they sound in that natural flow. Let's just quickly replay that train station dialogue again.
Good idea. Listen not just for the words, but the rhythm, the politeness, the whole feel of the exchange.
Okay, here it is again. Excuse me, could you help me, please?
Sure. What do you need?
I'm trying to get to Central Station, but I'm not sure which train to take.
Oh, no problem. You need the blue line. Just follow the signs. It's the second platform on the left.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great trip.
So hearing that again, just reinforcing it, what's a key takeaway for you?
For me, it really hammers home that asking for help, it's not weakness, it's not incompetence.
Well, no, it
It's actually a really smart strategy for getting things done, for learning new stuff. And like we saw in that example, it can even lead to a nice little positive connection with someone.
well said. And I want to double down on the politeness aspect.
Please do. It's crucial.
It's not just saying the magic words, right? It's the tone, the delivery, that genuine politeness and friendliness. It just massively increases the chances people will want to help you.
Oh, absolutely. A smile, friendly tone. Those nonverbals are just as key as the phrases themselves. And finally, our expert advice for putting all this into practice. What should people do?
Well, don't just memorize them like a list.
Right. Try saying them out loud, even just to yourself. Practice them. Get comfortable with how they feel rolling off your tongue.
So they feel natural when you actually need them.
Exactly. So when the moment comes, it's not this big, awkward thing. It just comes out.
Okay, so quick recap of the main tools we've looked at. Can you help me, please? The slightly softer, would you mind helping me? That indirect signal, I'm not sure what to do.
Then for clarification, I don't understand. Can you explain it again? For needing a demo, can you show me how to do it?
And a considerate opener. Sorry to bother you, but, and crucially, the thank you. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
And the big picture. Just be confident, be polite. Don't hesitate when you need that little bit of assistance. It really is a sign of strength, resourcefulness.
Totally. Okay, here's a final thought for you listening. As you go about your day or week, think about a situation, maybe even a small one, coming up soon where you might get a chance to use one of these phrases.
Yeah, maybe asking a shop assistant for help,
Hmm?
or just clarifying something with a colleague.
Exactly. Actively look for those little moments to practice. That's what will really help make these second nature. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.